Hello my friend and welcome to this reading. My name is Oki and today my guides asked me to facilitate a self-worth activation for you. And as you can see, I've shuffled out 3 cards for you to choose from. But before I give you a close-up, let me just say a few words about how this is going to work today. So first I will use the tarot cards to have a look at what is blocking your self-worth and how you can release that block, but also what your gifts and talents are that will help you not only to activate your self-worth, but also are important for this world, and therefore it is really time to activate them. And also we will have a look at how this will help the collective and what it will unlock for you personally. Then after the tarot reading, I will give you some affirmations so you can continue to work on this activation. Okay, so let me show you your options. We have card number 1, the World. Card number 2, the Tower. And card number 3, the Lovers. So as always, you will find the timestamps in the description box below, so please choose your reading and I hope you enjoy it. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this card, the World, and it reads, "Greetings, Cosmic Voyager, your journey is complete and unity with the cosmos is achieved. Embrace the cosmic oneness and celebrate your place among the stars." Yeah, beautiful. And the first thing I'm getting from this card is that you really have no idea how amazing you are. You have no idea. And I'm sorry that I'm laughing a bit, because it probably also means that you sometimes feel very small. I mean, probably you clicked on this video because you feel that your self-worth could need a little bit of work or is sometimes lacking. But from this card, I'm really getting a sense that there's so much room for you to grow and to expand and to become aware of your gifts and talents and powers. Yes, I'm so happy for you that this is being activated now. And what stood out for me from this card is the last half sentence, "Celebrate your place among the stars." Yeah, I think there's greatness meant for you in this life. Okay, but let's have a look at your tarot cards and find out, first of all, what has been blocking your self-worth so far. The Sun and the Chariot. That's interesting because let's put that up there actually. Because both of those are actually quite positive cards. But the first thing I heard when the Sun came out is you feel that you're being outshined. I don't know the word, but you feel like someone else's radiance is sort of distracting from your radiance, or you're living in someone's shadow. Maybe there's someone in your life, in your family, or some of your friends that are really successful, really beautiful, or I don't know. Those are just examples, but they maybe have achieved something that you wanted to achieve, or they have something that you wanted to have, and you feel that in comparison, it makes you look like small or weak or lacking, maybe even. And look at her, she even looks quite sad, I think. So also with the heart, with the fiery heart here, I feel that you're probably very passionate and probably also very compassionate. and you have a lot to give, but maybe you feel that now nobody sees or appreciates the things you have to give. Maybe you feel that you're unwanted in some way, or that there's no space for you to really shine and bring those gifts into the world. And with the Chariot card here, I'm hearing the expressions treading water. I think you feel that you're treading water because, yes, it is a chariot, but it is sort of fixed in place. So even from this picture, I'm getting that you're probably feeling like you're moving in circles or treading water and getting nowhere. And maybe you feel that you put a lot of effort into things, but they don't move forward for you. Yes, and I think those two things are really blocking your self-worth. That you feel that you've been trying hard and it's getting you nowhere. You're not getting results of it. Nobody is noticing you. Maybe that's what I imagine is what you're feeling or experiencing right now. Okay, yes, very, very heavy. I'm feeling very heavy energies, especially on my heart, pressing down on my heart. I'm feeling a lot of disappointment and, again, the sense of being underappreciated, being misunderstood, not being seen. Maybe also being judged for the things that are your greatest gifts and talents. Okay, let's have a look how you can release those blockages. Oops, one card fell to the floor. And it is the Two of Cups. And we have that's the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and with the two of Cups, I feel you actually might need some help from someone that supports you or believes in you. And maybe it's not even help, maybe it's just someone that can mirror back to you your abilities and your strength and the positive things about you. Someone who at times when you can't believe in yourself will believe in yourself, and times where you lose hope can give you hope. Someone or something. I feel that very strongly. Or maybe you could do some mirror work also, where you speak with your reflection in the mirror and tell yourself the things you want to hear, the encouragement you need. Because I understand that not everybody has someone who will support you. But if you don't, I am here to support you now. So let's do this. And then with the King of Pentacles, from this image I am getting, because she's writing things down, maybe that journaling could be beneficial for you. And also being grounded and focused, I'm getting, because all the things flying away, I think for you unlocking your self-worth will really require focus and dedication and determination. And also developing a self-worth requires sort of self-discipline. Yes, we have to be compassionate with ourselves, but also not falling back into negative patterns, into negative thinking patterns. It really requires discipline and awareness and really a lot of work, actually. Unfortunately, I think it might require some work for you and some structure. I'm getting that. So maybe developing a journaling habit or having a regular self-worth and self-love meditation, self-compassion. Maybe that's something for you to look into, like metta meditations or self-compassion meditations. Or maybe a more structured approach, or even a therapy if that is something that you resonate with. Because again, I feel that you actually might need, or maybe not need, but definitely will benefit from someone else supporting you. And of course, I'm not telling you what to do. You make the decisions. But yeah, those are the two things I'm getting here. Finding someone who will support you and having a structured approach and being very focused on it and seeing it through to the end is what I'm getting. Don't give up. Just keep going. Keep going until you get there. Okay, next let's have a look at what your unique talents and gifts are that might help you on that journey. We have 3 of Wands, and again a card fell to the floor. And we have 4 of Wands. So yes, I feel once you get more into your power, you are actually someone who, and I already mentioned that with the burning heart here, who is very passionate, who has a lot of fire, enough fire, a lot of power, but also a lot of love, I think, a lot of warmth. You care a lot about others, I think. And you are actually very determined, and that will really help you achieve your goals. I feel that you have to be very careful of getting distracted. But once you can harness this power, and this image of the bow is giving me a sense of tying it all together, bringing it together, staying focused, keeping your energy together, keeping your focus together, and not let it float away. And also maybe you need some more grounding. Maybe you're very in your head, and maybe you need to be more in your body and in the present moments, not so much in your thoughts about the past or the future, but really like ground yourself and be present and practice meditation, practice journaling, maybe do some breathing exercises, whatever you need to do to center and ground yourself in the present moment. But once you're able to do that, I think you have immense power. You have immense power and immense clarity also. And you will also be able to stabilize that power and to use it to manifest things in this world for you, to achieve the things you want. So I think you're both a visionary, but also very practical, or you could be at least. And that is rare, being someone who has the ideas and then also is able to bring those ideas to life. Most people have either one or the other, and you have both. And of course, that could actually lead to getting a bit distracted, because probably you have a lot of ideas, and or maybe I'm just projecting, but I'm someone, I have so many ideas, I sometimes can't decide which ideas to go for, and I have a lot of unfinished projects. I don't know, maybe that could be an example for you as well, how this might show up when it is not in its refined form yet. When it is in its refined form, I think you will be able to easily receive those ideas, those visions, and then plant them in the real world, develop them in the real world. Okay, next let's have a look at how the collective will benefit from those energies, or how you are needed in this world. And we have the Hermit and Judgment. Again, with the two major Arcana cards here, I think you're quite powerful and you could have a huge impact. And again, with the Hermit, I'm getting you are a dreamer, you are a visionary, you have ideas that other people don't have. With all those beautiful shapes and creatures floating around her. She looks very ethereal, I think. And with the crown, yeah, very beautiful. I'm hearing you are a cosmic being. I'm not quite sure what that means, but maybe you do. And I think, yes, you are very unique and have very unique views and thoughts and ideas. And other people could benefit from having their mind opened to those ideas and thoughts. I think you have the ability to make people expand their view on the world, expand their horizon, be open to new ideas, and to be inspired by you. I think you are a very inspiring person. And with the Judgment, I'm also thinking that you are someone who is very deep, also very, very deep emotionally, I think. I think once people understand what you are about, people will really love and appreciate you just for what you're bringing to the table. And I think you, as I mentioned in this very first card, I think you have a lot of compassion and love for other people, and they will be eventually able to see and feel that, and that will inspire them as well. There's something very pure about you, I feel. You have a pure heart. And that could also be why you're maybe struggling in this world. Because maybe this world feels very dark to you sometimes. And that can be quite discouraging, and that can also lead to you dimming your light, because you feel that you're a stranger in a strange world, maybe, or something like that, or you feel a bit alien, or you feel like you don't belong, but you do belong. In fact, you're important. And I'm honestly, I'm moved to tears, because I feel, again, with this card, that you have so much to give, and until now people have very underappreciated you, and you deserve so much appreciation. You deserve so much love. You're doing a very important job here on this planet. Yeah, I get a strong sense of that you're very, once you've worked through this, I think you will be very connected to your higher self, to the divine, to the cosmos, to the stars, to the universe, whatever you believe in, but definitely a connection to the higher realms, I feel. Okay, now let's have a look what stepping into your self-worth will unlock for you personally. And we have the Healer. Yes, you will receive healing, and the Offering. Yes. Very beautiful. So I think your heart really needs a lot of healing. Your mind really needs a lot of healing. Again, with the disappointment that I imagine you feel, or the maybe even feeling like you're being cast out or something, or definitely feeling like you're underappreciated. That I think weighs heavy on your heart, and your heart will heal, and you will have the ability to pay it forward and help other people heal as well. And with the Offering, I'm getting, maybe you are a person that is very giving, but maybe until now you have not been so good at receiving, and I think that will balance out as well. I think you will open up to receiving blessings and to receiving success and all the things that you want, because now you will know that you're worth it. You will have the sense of that you deserve all those good things, and that will help you be open to receiving them. Okay, let's see if your guides have any more information and messages for you, and then after that I will give you your affirmations. We have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Yeah, things are changing and transforming for you. Now is the time, I'm hearing. And we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Things can change. Even if you have been in a dark place for a long time, things can change. And with the waves, I'm feeling, let those dark things and those blocks just be washed away. And of course, put in the work, as I mentioned before, but this is being supported now, is what I'm hearing. Your work is being supported now, because it is the right time for transformation, for healing, for moving up, and stepping into your power, and stepping into your self-worth, and stepping into who you really are, the full of extent of who you really are. And of course, you are beautiful, you are amazing. Okay, wow, yeah. I feel we already moved so much energy in this reading, but let's see if I can get some affirmations for you. I am worthy, I am loved. I now become fully aware of all my gifts and talents, and I trust that they will be received with appreciation and love. I follow my own path and my own passions without getting distracted by the things I find difficult about this world. I step into my power now and celebrate my place among the stars. Of course, you could also come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose the Tower, and the card reads, "Hello, cosmic catalyst of change. Amidst cosmic upheaval, transformation emerges. Embrace the chaos, for renewal awaits." Okay, so the first thing I am getting, because it's talking about chaos, is this saying by Nietzsche. I'm not quite sure about the English translation, but it goes something like you have to have chaos inside you to be able to birth a dancing star. And I've always loved that, because of course, everything starts in the void, in the nothingness, where things aren't shaped yet, and from there things will be birthed into being and will take shape and take form. And so I feel you're very connected to this raw energy that could be shaped into anything and everything. And also what stands out is the wording cosmic catalyst of change. So I feel that you're someone who brings change, who doesn't believe in the status quo, or has something about them that is very unusual or sort of goes against the grain, or isn't quite interested in the status quo, or is not quote unquote normal in a way. Something unique, something different about you. And maybe that's also something that people feel challenged by, even though maybe you're not trying to challenge them, or you maybe not trying to cause upheaval or transformation, but just by being a bit different or having different opinions or different ideas, people feel challenged by you, whether you want it or not. And that could also be something that is affecting your self-worth, because that actually is a very difficult responsibility, let's call it, to carry, being the one that challenges other people's worldview just by being yourself. Okay, but let's have a look at your tarot cards, and let's first see what is it that is blocking your self-worth. Okay, this came out first, so I'm going to put it here. We have 8 of Swords and Justice. And the first thing I'm hearing is it's your own thought that are keeping you from your self-worth, or are keeping you from experiencing yourself as worthy of love, I'm hearing. So, or worthy of other things could also be, but I think feeling worthy of love is sort of difficult for you. And I'm getting that maybe you feel that you have a lot of destructive powers with the Tower. And of course that is something that people will experience as unpleasant. But I think some people will fail to see that there's other sides to you, that there's deeper levels to you, and maybe sometimes it's difficult for yourself to see those other things about you as well. Maybe you feel that you have to hold yourself back, or you have to rein your power in to be more palatable to others, to be more convenient to others. And maybe that's impacting your sense of self-worth. And in this case, I'm also hearing your sense of freedom, that you feel that you have to hold back. Maybe you've been told in the past that you're too much or something. And of course, a lot of people suffer from having been given the sense that they are not enough. But in your case, I feel that you've been probably given a sense that you're too much, or maybe both. It could be both too. That you're both not enough and too much. I don't know. But there's definitely something I feel that where you have some judgments about yourself, where you're judging yourself harshly, especially with those swords all pointing in. There's like a really tight and dense energy in the center of it, and a very aggressive energy accumulating in this point in the center. And I think that's probably both the judgment you've received from other people, but also your self-judgment that is blocking you. And of course, the Justice card is also connected to judging something or someone. Maybe you feel like you have inner demons or dragons that you have to fight. Maybe you battle a lot against yourself or those parts of you that you don't like. Maybe you were either forced or decided to push some parts of yourself into the shadow, and now you feel you have to sort of keep them out of sight, keep them in the shadow. And maybe you have a lot of inner conflict about that, about the parts of you that you don't like, or you've been told to not like, or that they are not acceptable. But I feel that really, even though this is talking about the blockage, I feel that we're already getting a clue of your unique gifts and talents. And I think that is that you are able to integrate different energies. You have a light side to you and maybe a somewhat dark side, but you're able to connect to both of those energies. You're able to connect to heaven, but also to earth, is what I'm hearing also. And maybe that right now that feels like a conflict or a contradiction, but it doesn't have to, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's have a look at how you will be able to release those blockages. I saw this card. Actually, let's take those two. Oh, there's three. Okay, let's take those three cards. So we have the Knight of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Again, a lot of swords energies, but framing this Cups card, this watery emotional energy. Yeah, and from this constellation, I'm getting that you're actually like suppressing your emotions, or part of your emotions, or some unwanted emotions, or that you have been told to trust your mind, not trust your heart. So I feel for you to unlock that blockage, it will be important to trust your heart, to allow emotions. I feel that maybe right now you could be scared of your emotions, or you're scared that they will become overwhelming to you, or that they will be so intense that either you or maybe others won't be able to deal with them. But your emotions are your key, are your compass to follow your path, or to find your path. Maybe you're feeling a bit lost right now, and maybe you feel that you have lost your path, and your heart will allow you to find that path again. And of course, this is the Three of Cups, not the Three of Swords, but I'm also getting an image of the Three of Swords, where three swords step into a heart, is the image that comes from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot, and a lot of decks will have that image, and it speaks of healing heartache, or healing negative thoughts that give you heartache, healing from betrayal. And in this case, I feel that maybe, and this sounds very strong, but for some of you I think it is true, and I think you have to face the truth of it, is that you feel like somewhere along the way you have betrayed yourself, or you have abandoned yourself, maybe even. And that is a difficult emotion to reconcile with, but I think if you can do that, it will help you immensely to align again with yourself, with your heart, with your higher self, and heal from within, and unblock those blocks. And with both the Knight and the Page, there's a sense of forward movement. I think it, if you can work on this, what I just talked about, then it will allow you to move forward, on your path, and to know where you're going, and to have more clarity about where you want to go and what you want from life and who you are. So connecting to your heart, to your emotions also, I think, will unlock a lot of self-knowledge for you, and understanding yourself on a deeper level, and that will then help you to align your life with who you are. Okay, let's find out what your unique gifts and talents are that might help you on this journey. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, let's take them both. they came out together, so maybe I put them like this. It's interesting because we also got the Temperance card in group 1, and the message I got there was to say to you that you are a cosmic being. And I'm getting the same here. You are a cosmic being, and having the awareness that you are a cosmic being will really enhance your powers. And it will also allow you to integrate those sides of you that you find difficult, because if you are able to shift from a merely human perspective to a more cosmic perspective, or if you don't believe in that, then let's just say if you can look beyond your personal experience and see more the collective or global experience, then you will understand that those energies that you have, those transformative energies that you have that are sometimes unpleasant to other people, they are actually really, really important, because they bring about change, they bring about transformation. Even if they feel sometimes maybe a bit destructive, they are very important for yourself and the community and the larger community, like the world, to move forward. And that is an important piece you bring to this world. And with the King of Pentacles, especially with this depiction of the King of Pentacles, I'm getting that you are able to see details that other people don't see. And that is also probably why you're so critical of what's considered quote unquote normal. Because you can see beyond it. You can see what might be wrong with what is considered normal right now. But that's probably also why you are so critical of yourself, right? Because you can see things in great detail. And maybe sometimes that makes you get hyper-focused on details. But it is a great gift actually to be able to see those details and to have a very sharp mind and a very precise understanding of things. That is something that you bring. And again, with the devil, I'm sort of getting the same message of there's not just peace, love, and pancakes in this world. And for a lot of people, it's difficult to accept that. And it's difficult to work with those, let's call them darker energies, or more difficult energies, or more destructive energies. But they are also part of life, right? And I think you have a great ability to work with those darker energies, work with endings, work with transformations. And if you look at this particular depiction of the devil, the way this creature is carrying her, it still looks, even though it looks a bit dark, to me it still looks very caring. It has to me it has a bit of a softness, a caring, a loving energy also. The way the creature is holding her and looking down at her. And sometimes the truth isn't fun. Sometimes the truth is sort of, let's call it dark and ugly. And I think you are probably one who isn't afraid to see the truth and who isn't afraid to speak the truth. And that is important, even if other people might not always like it. But I think the right people will appreciate that about you. And you can also learn to appreciate that about yourself. I think that is an important message for you. And let's see, we already talked about this a bit, but let's see how you can help the collective, help the world by unlocking your powers and by stepping into your self-worth. So we have the Knight of Cups. Oh my God, most of the cards fell to the floor. But I'm taking this one, I think. And the Page of Cups. Let me just pick the cards up. I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, so we were getting a bit of that chaos energy. Half the deck fell to the floor, but now I am back. And what I find interesting here is here you have the knight and then the page, and here also you have the knight and then the page. And this time of cups, and we already talked about the quality of the water, of the cups, of the emotions with that card. So how will this help the collective, help the world? And I am hearing your love of the truth inspires others. And I'm also getting something about connecting the heart and the mind with the swords and the cups and integrating those two energies. And again, this looks a bit scary. And I think this speaks about the truth that can be a bit scary or difficult or ugly at first glance. But I'm also getting that in the end it is important to see the truth. And it looks more scary than it is. In the end, speaking the truth and seeing the truth is very healing, is what I'm hearing. So I think those energies that you are maybe experiencing as chaotic or destructive right now, actually they can bring about great healing. And you will be able to inspire other people with your bravery. Yeah, and again, I'm getting connecting two different energies with the red and the white, and we had it here before with the red and the white. So that is what you're bringing to the world, but let's see what this journey towards more self-worth will unlock for you personally. The womb and the starborn. Yes, very beautiful. And the first thing I'm getting with the womb, it will allow you to tap into your what's considered feminine or receptive energies more. And I didn't mention it, but right at the start of the beginning was the first card, the Tower card. I got a lot of masculine energies or active energies, or I don't really want to reinforce those stereotypes, but I think they are a convenient way to describe certain energies. So I'm going to use those expressions. So I got this sort of masculine, very sharp, very mind-focused, very active energy. And I think whether you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. I think those energies are predominant in your experience right now. And I think adding more of those feminine, receptive, maybe also emotional energies will bring a bit more of peace and relaxation to your life, and will allow you to tap into your sensual side more and enjoy life more, enjoy relationships more, enjoy sensual pleasures more, I think. Or maybe even just makes more space for those things. Make more space for enjoyment, playfulness, warmth. At the beginning I already also was getting a bit of a cold energy, and this is really bringing in the warmth, I think. And the starborn, yeah, this ties very nicely into to what I mentioned with the temperance card here. You are a cosmic being. You are a cosmic being, and again, connecting to that, I think will make you feel, I'm hearing, more complete, more whole. And it will allow you to integrate those different parts of you and those different experiences of you. Yeah, and now that those cards came out, I'm feeling a great sense of relief, because throughout the entire reading I felt a bit tense. And again, as we talked with the first card, I felt like I had to hold something in, and the energy couldn't flow freely, but now I feel that it can flow freely throughout my body. And I think this is being unlocked for you now as well. Yeah, I really feel a huge shift in energies. I'm curious if you can feel that too. Let me know. Okay, let's get 2 more cards to see if your guides have anything else to say to you. Oh, and again, we got 3. We have don't let pride get in your way. Luck is on your side, and adjustments are required. And with the don't let pride get in your way, I'm getting a sense, and I was getting this as a message with the devil. I just didn't speak about it because I wasn't sure how to phrase it, but I'm getting that part of you has been trying to live a quote-unquote holy life, or you have probably very high ideals or high morals for yourself, or maybe you have a certain concept on how you want to be or how you want to appear to be. And I think that is getting in the way of being more spontaneous, being more emotional, enjoying things more, being more heart-focused, and allowing to your emotions and your intuition to guide the way. And maybe sometimes this could make you feel a little bit wobbly, because in order to tap into those energies, you will have to let go of control a little bit more. But I think if you can allow yourself to make mistakes, if you can allow yourself to be a quote-unquote human, then this will help you. And with the luck is on your side, I am again getting now is the time. Now is the time to make those shifts, to make those changes, or to allow them, actually. Because I think for you it's a bit about letting go of control and just allowing those energies to come in, allowing those abandoned parts of you to come back. And with the adjustments are required, I mean, we already talked a lot about the adjustment that you might benefit from. So I think the message from this card is more in this image: the Milky Way, the half moon. And again, right, 2 different energies, the light and the dark, and integrating those. Yeah, I think it's really pointing to that again as an important message for you. And that is a great gift. Not many people have it, that you can be connected to both the light and the darker energies, and be able to hold them both and to integrate them and to work with them both in a way that is very healing, and in a way that's aligning with the truth, or that is all about aligning with the truth, no matter if it's a happy truth or a not so pleasant truth. Okay, yes, very beautiful reading. And again, I feel we've already shifted so many energies. I hope you can feel that. But let me try to get some affirmations for you. I accept and refine my ability to work with the darker energies like chaos and transformation. I am fully aware that everything has 2 sides, and I allow myself to embrace them both, to embrace both my human and my cosmic side, my feminine and masculine side, my mind and my heart. I accept my role as a healer and truth speaker in this world. And I allow myself to enjoy life and to open up to my emotions. Okay, of course you could also come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, please let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this card, the Lovers, and it says, "Hello, cosmic souls entwined. Your cosmic bond is beyond space and time. Embrace love's journey and let the stars align your destinies." Very interesting. I must say I am a bit surprised that this card came out when we are talking about your self-worth. So maybe it could mean that when it comes to your self-worth, you depend a lot on other people to give you that sense of self-worth, or to reinforce that sense of self-worth. Or maybe your self-worth depends on who you can date or who you can have a relationship with. I mean, for some of you maybe. And I don't mean to judge, that as actually something that is quite common, especially for those of us who were socialized as women to sort of make our self-worth dependent on men. And this is not a fun truth, but it is a truth, I think, that a lot of us are so focused on caring for others, or even encouraged to sacrifice ourselves for others, that this is where we draw our self-worth from. And if that is the case, it is really time for you to learn who you are when you're not caring for others, when you're not sacrificing yourself for others. It's really time to learn your self-worth, or your worth, as an individual, as an independent person. Okay, but let's have a look at your tarot cards, and first of all, let's ask what is blocking your self-worth at the moment. And we have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. And it's interesting because I am finding it very difficult to focus on the reading. And if you have watched any of my other readings, you know that a lot of messages I get through my own body and my own emotions. So the sense that I'm finding it difficult to concentrate could be a clue. I'm not sure what it is yet, but also, of course, we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords often makes a reading more difficult for me, because the Seven of Swords can often speak of self-sabotage or hidden things that either other people are hiding from you, or you're hiding from yourself. And in this case, maybe it's pointing at something that you do not want to admit to yourself. And I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but self-deception, I'm getting, is one of the things blocking your self-worth. Or maybe you've been trying to talk yourself into things that you know are not true, or that you know are not good for you. I'm getting a sense of sort of forcing yourself, or pushing yourself, or kind of convincing yourself of something that in your heart of hearts you know that is not good for you, or that you know is not true. And maybe out of fear, with the cat here, sort of the predator wanting to have a go at you. Maybe you feel that you need to do that for your own protection. And I'm hearing for some of you it's about being fearful of standing out or being noticed or being seen. And you sort of want to hide something. Some sort of fears making you want to hide. Maybe you fear punishment or rejection if you were to allow yourself to be yourself. Or maybe it is that other people have a huge amount of influence on your life. Or you feel that they have some sort of control over your life. And that could really be a very difficult situation if that is what is true for you. Okay, yeah, but let's have a look at what will help you to release those blockages. What will help you to release those blockages? And I saw this card. The Page of Coins. The King of Coins, and I also saw, no, this card is what I saw. The 10 of Swords. Yeah, again, I'm getting the sense that something about your situation is really quite difficult and you need to get yourself out of that situation. You have to make a plan to get yourself out of that situation. Could be a difficult relationship, or a relationship that is not good for you, or could maybe be a workplace situation that isn't good for you. I'm still having difficulty seeing it very clearly, but I think you might know what it is. In your heart of hearts, you might know what it is, even if you pretend that it is not. But there's something in your life, and I'm feeling that very strongly, that isn't good for you, and you have to move away from it. And even with the scissors here, cutting the thread, cutting the connection, cutting it out of your life and moving away. And maybe reaching out for help. With this, how she's writing, I got the sense that she is writing to someone else. She's reaching out to someone else. And of course, the 10 of Swords can stand for a painful ending. But the good thing about it is that it is an ending. And it will make space for you to move on to something better. Yeah, I wish I had a bit of a more positive message for you, but it's coming through very clearly that there's some situation that isn't good for you and you have to leave it. And you have to make a plan and maybe reach out for help to be able to leave it. But I think the key to it is admitting it to yourself first. Seeing the truth of it first. And maybe it's painful because maybe it is a situation that also has some positive aspects to it, and you will have to let go of those also. Or maybe you somehow feel obliged to stay in the situation. For example, maybe if this connection that you have to cut is a connection to, I don't know, maybe your family or a friend, or even your partner, or maybe a work situation, as I mentioned before. And but I'm getting probably more so it is some sort of relationship, and I think it's some sort of somewhat toxic relationship. And maybe you feel that you really love the person, or you feel that if it is your family, that you have to stay in touch with them because they're your family, or you have some sort of obligation to them or something like that. Or maybe it's the obligation of taking care of someone, or somehow there's something that keeps you tied to them. And if you can't move out of the situation right now, I think you will at least have to emotionally detach from it. Emotionally detach from it, and then make a plan how you can move away from it long term, at the very least, if you can't leave right now. And for that, maybe you need a plan, or maybe you even need help. And if you feel that you do need help, reach out for help. Yeah, I'm not going to say any more than that. You will figure it out. You will figure it out how to get the help you need. Yeah, but I'm getting the clear message that something has to end before you can realign with yourself. I'm hearing reconnect with yourself. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look at what your unique gifts and talents are that will help you to move along on that path. And we have the High Priestess. And we have the Hermit. Okay, with the High Priestess, I am getting that you are actually very intuitive, and you have access to spontaneous knowledge, I'm hearing. So maybe you have the gift of claircognizance, which means you just know things. Yeah, so again, I'm getting the sense that you actually know what is happening. You can actually see it very clearly, but something made you decide to stay in that situation and to disconnect from yourself and your gifts. And with the snake, again, I'm getting that it could be some sort of toxic relationship, that someone turned out to be a snake, quote unquote. And of course, snakes don't always have to be negative, but in this instance, I'm getting that someone you trusted actually turned out to be a poisonous snake, a toxic person, someone who maybe betrayed you or hurt you or something like that. And with the High Priestess, I'm also getting a sense of purity or pure-heartedness or sacredness. So I think while this all is affecting you right now, once you move from away from it, it won't affect you anymore, because you have this really it's difficult to describe, but this really like clear and pure presence that is so strong that it even repels toxins, even repels negative energies. And by toxins, I mean, of course, like spiritual toxins or emotional toxins, or toxic thoughts or judgments from others. I think once you are able to reconnect with yourself, you will immediately feel a great sense of clarity and maybe even power. And you will get your sense of control back. I think maybe you feel a bit out of control right now. And you will get a sense of stillness and grounding and great clarity. And I'm hearing you are a beacon in the darkness. So I think, as I mentioned before, it's this sense of sacredness and purity. The darkness really, it can't harm you. You are outshining the darkness. Yes, very, very powerful. Very powerful, very beautiful. And with the Hermit card, I think, if I remember correctly, at least one of the other groups also got this card. Yes, and in this case, I'm getting that you're actually very connected to Earth and all of its beings. You probably have a great love of nature, maybe animals, maybe other people as well. Maybe you love to take care of other people or to connect to other people. But also, I think that is what has maybe led you in this situation, that you are so giving and so connected and so loving that someone decided to take advantage of that. And I think for you, it's really about setting boundaries with those kinds of people, moving away from them, disconnecting from them, and resting in your power is what I'm hearing. Resting in your stillness, resting in your connectedness. Because again, with this, I called it repelling the darkness. You don't have to let those energies, you don't have to let those people into your life. And so if those people are in your life, move away from them. Make an effort to move away from them. Okay, now let's have a look on how it will help the collective and the world once you step into your power, once you've activated your self-worth. I'm seeing this card. And we have the King of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the King of Cups. Yeah, again, I'm getting a great sense of clarity and peace and connectedness with the Temperance card. It looks almost like the same as the Hermit card, but even more, let's call it cosmic. So I think your connections not only extends to this planet and this Earth, but it also extends to the cosmos. And from this, I'm getting what you bring to this world is is great clarity, great purity, great beauty, great connectedness. Sort of I'm getting a very angelic energy, actually, an energy of pure light, and something that is able to uplift others, to give others hope, to give others peace, to feel others loved. And with the King of Cups, I'm also getting that you are a way shower for how to integrate your heart and your mind, how to fully tap into your emotions while at the same time being very balanced and using both compassion and wisdom, and showing the world that it doesn't have to be a contradiction, that you can be both emotional and soft and loving, but also very, very powerful. And also with all those angelic and high priestess energies, still there's a sense of being practical and grounded. And not only embracing your angelic qualities, but also fully embracing your humanness, with all the good and the bad that comes with it. So yeah, I feel for you've already got this. You already know who you are. You already are very connected to both the earth and the higher realms. All you have to do is, and I mean, that sounds easy, but it's probably quite difficult actually. But I'm saying it, all you have to do in a sense that is just one step for you, and that step is that you have to move away from toxicity, from people that are not really caring about you or loving you in the way you deserve to be loved and cared for. And maybe with the hermit, maybe you need a bit of solitude and retreat right now. And maybe spend more time by yourself and figure those things out. Figure this self-sabotage and self-deception out. And tap into those angelic energies of yours. Align your heart and your mind, I'm hearing. And also I'm hearing like, again, don't let your self-worth be defined by other people. Because I think you're very unique. And what might work for other people might not work for you. You have to set different standards for yourself than you have to set for other people, or not standards, maybe you need another path, another method than what works for other people. And maybe you need a bit more of alone time and retreat than other people do, or maybe you need a bit more time to be yourself and explore your inner world, maybe. Okay, let's have a look at what this journey will unlock for you. I'm getting to take the first card, the riddle, and this one, the medallion. Yeah, with the riddle, I am getting that, again, it ties back to this sense of self-deception for me. That maybe you feel that you maneuvered yourself into a situation where now you don't have options, or maybe that you sort of took the wrong path and now you don't know how to get back to it and how to align with yourself and your higher self from there. But I think with this activation, you will understand that even though it still might be a riddle, you will understand how it all fits together and how to use the different elements and parts of it. And I'm getting this saying in my head, I think it's from Zen Buddhism, and it goes, not knowing is most intimate. Not knowing is most intimate. Meaning that sometimes wanting to understand everything sort of distracts from being able to experience it and being able to feel it and to be curious about it. So that could also be a clue for you. But again, I'm getting that for you, it is not a riddle. You have the ability to connect to this complex, ancient cosmic knowledge with the High Priestess, and also with this rope in the triple knot. I'm getting a sense that you are protected, or maybe ask your guides or your angels or whatever you work with and believe in for protection. Ask the divine for protection, the universe for protection. Because maybe that is what you need. A stronger sense of protecting and being able to protect yourself and being able to know and defend your boundaries. But also trust that there's the unseen world is offering you some protection and is offering you some guidance. And you are able to tap into that easily, I think. Or you will be once you've followed this journey. And with the medallion, I'm getting that you're reaching up to receive some sort of blessing or reward or some sort of inspiration. Yeah, I'm really getting the sense that those scary and difficult energies will lift, and you will be able to sort of emerge out of it and move on to something brighter and more beautiful. Okay, let's see if you guys have any more messages for you. Adjustments are required. And hold your vision. Let's get one more. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's interesting because we talked about making plans already with those two cards. And with the hold your vision, I'm getting that, as I mentioned before, maybe it's not the time yet to completely move out of the situation. Maybe you need to make a plan first before you can do it. And maybe you can start with making small adjustments. With the half moon, I'm getting that you are halfway there. And maybe slowly but surely you can take one more step while holding your vision until you get there. Yeah, it's interesting because with the other two groups I felt already so many energies shifting, and I felt a great sense of transformation and healing and relief. And now with this group, I'm sorry to say, but I feel that it will require a bit more work and a bit more endurance and a bit more staying on the path and seeing it through. And I would love to give you encouragement, and I think overall it is encouraging because I know that you will get to the end of it, but it might be a bit of a process yet to go through. Okay, and I feel that I can't let you go without... or I can't let you go at this point because I feel it's not finished yet. So let's ask the tarot cards, what is there to give you hope? What is there to give you hope? Okay, and with those two cards, I'm getting that it relates to this hold your vision and your dreams and visions, and I think that is what will give you hope, your dreams and visions. And for your dreams and visions, I am getting that with the page, is it? Okay, let's not get confused by whether it is a page or the knight. I'm sorry, my brain just I'm having a blackout concerning the names of the cards. Anyway, so let's just go by the image of the card, and I think this is one of your dreams is to have a beautiful love, to have a beautiful relationship, probably romantic relationship, but also could be a friend or even a better relationship with yourself or maybe your family or maybe people that are in your life already. But someone who is really appreciating you, and I'm hearing burning for you with love, and who really knows how to appreciate all of you, and who sees your beauty and who sees your uniqueness. And with the 9 of Pentacles, another, I think, vision or goal or dream of you is to create financial independence for you. And I'm getting the message that those dreams, those visions will actually come true for you, but you do have to be brave enough and strong enough and have the endurance to go through all of this that we've talked about before. But this should give you an incentive and should give you hope to actually muster that courage to address what you need to address right now. And to get rid of those snakes, those toxic snakes in your life. Dream big, I'm hearing. Don't make yourself small. Don't let others define you. Your dreams are valid, your feelings are valid, your thoughts are valid. You deserve everything you want and need and more. And I'm getting told to repeat that you deserve everything you need and want and more. Okay, let me try to get some affirmations for you. I am now ready to remove all toxic influences from my life. I reclaim my self-worth, self-love, and power. I let go of all self-deception and deception, and I develop a practical plan to reach all of my goals and dreams, trusting that those are supported by the universe. I am worthy, I am loved, and I reclaim my power now. Okay. I hope I was able to give you some hope and inspiration on how to move forward in your journey. And yes, of course, you could come up with your own affirmations. If you do so, let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time.